I love that he's got the headphones on.
Yeah, while he's driving, yeah.
While he's driving.
Which is actually a violation of the New York State vehicle and traffic law.
I was wondering.
Oh,
Yes,
Space Force
yes.
violation.
You can have one. You can have one earpiece in.
Right.
Not two.
Yep. Oh, you just look like a trucker right now.
Yeah.
So, hey, while you're getting yourself situated, let's go ahead and do this.
Space. Final frontier.
Turn it up. Yeah.
Sir, the Federation does have enemies. We must seek them out.
Yes. Oh, yes, how it starts.
If we're all here, where's Sulu? Captain Sulu.
Where is Sulu?
Where is Sulu? He's never around when you need him.
Are you looking for him right now, Dan?
I am.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
He's not at Walgreens.
Oh,
he's not at Walgreens, huh?
No.
Now you're going to
good.
CVS because there's a one across the street from it.
How'd you know? It's like you're here. It's like you're here.
Oh, there's a bank across the street from our Walgreens.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's a every corner in Lee Summit. There's a CVS, a Casey's, and a Walgreens, and they're all. It's like every time they put up one of those, the other two follow. It's just
we don't have CVS over here.
No CVS at all, huh?
None. I mean, I know what they are, but we don't.
Yeah.
No.
I'll stop.
Status report.
There we go.
Yeah.
Status report.
Yeah.
How's it going, gentlemen? This is Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable podcast. We started late this morning because I had to actually go and watch Lower Decks before we recorded, because that's how crazy life is right now. Welcome to 2020. And, of course, while we're doing the show, Dan is out in his shuttlecraft, broadcasting to you live, trying to track down Sulu.
I'm not in the shuttlecraft.
Oh, you're in a different one.
I have my truck today. I'm in the Argo.
Ah, nice.
Is it the Argo or the Delta Flyer?
Delta Flyer is more of a sports car. I drive a truck. I drive a truck, 4-wheel drive. I'd say it's the Argo.
There you go.
Yeah.
I take
when I retire, I'll get a Delta Flyer.
Or when you go through your midlife crisis, whichever comes first.
I'm on my third midlife crisis. In case you forget, I collect little plastic men.
Me too.
There's something almost cynical about that. It sounds innocent and sweet, and then it's like, wait, he collects little plastic men. Wow.
Indeed.
I make that post on my
the other day.
I make that post on my Facebook every now and then.
Yeah.
I like men. Little plastic men. It gets everybody at first.
Yeah.
They think I've had some sort of epiphany. But that's not it. That's not it. I just want you to check your basement and see if you got anything for me.
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds horrifying. Do you have any men in your basement?
Do you have any men in your basement? I would like to purchase them.
And let's warp forward to 2020 instead of 1810. Anyway, so Daniel's like, I can't believe Chad just said that.
That's right. Muy mal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So today is my daughter Olivia's 18th birthday, and it is the first.
We for like 2 weeks. We gave the date at the beginning of the episode, and then we just stopped. So
yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody what day it is?
It's September something. I don't know. It's September 13th. Yeah. It is September 13th of 2020. So
it's your daughter's birthday.
It is her birthday. It's her 18th birthday. It's the first birthday that I'll be home and not on the road. Last couple of years, that's always happened. And of course, this is always, it always seems like IMTS in Chicago falls right in the middle of her birthday. And so I'd be out of town in Chicago for the whole week. Mm-hmm. No IMTS, no Chicago. I'm home. So there you go.
Nice.
So yeah, it is
that's
kind of
cool.
nice.
You get to be there.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, we got her mom and dad, grandma, grandpa are up from Memphis, drove out to St. Louis to pick him up.
I was going to say, your daughter's mom and dad are there? That must be nice.
Yeah, no. My wife's mom and dad. Yeah,
you know what? Nowadays, that can be a thing.
This is how frazzled I am. Yeah, no, they're not from Arkansas. I'm so frazzled at this point.
Oh, come on. You just offended our listener in Arkansas.
One.
Oh, see, I was thinking adoption, but yeah, there's that.
Who is our one listener in Arkansas? Because it's not Case, is it? No. That was just for him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so no, I'm just frazzled. So
yeah,
it's a frazzling time.
Well,
but that's
right
good. Let's get right into the news. What do you say?
Yeah, let's get into the news.
Attention all hands. It's time for Star Trek news.
Hit it, Daniel.
All right, so our first news story comes from comicbook.com. And because everybody wants to be the Avengers, Star Trek producer is pushing for a crossover.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Akiva Goldsman recently said that he is pushing for a crossover as he continues to work on Strange New Worlds. So
crossover with what?
Discovery or Picard is the rumor, but he says he can't get into it. And even what's his name, Jerry O'Connell, who's on Lower Decks, says he wants to be part of a crossover. So I don't know how that would work.
How do you do a crossover of Lower Decks and?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's a little old for an ensign in person, really, isn't he?
Well, isn't he? He's Captain Ransom.
Oh, that's
or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, do they just put them all in their costumes and?
Yeah,
if they do, I want to see Cat Lady. I want to see Cat Lady in the light. Yeah. Whatever.
You could do it. It would actually be funny.
Yeah.
Which is in the spirit of that show. But you could totally do a crossover, and any scene involving any element of Lower Decks just suddenly becomes animated, and there's no explanation for it.
I love it.
They never address it in universe. And suddenly Picard looks like the director of the CIA from Family Guy or American Dad.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so everybody is just cartoon and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be fun.
But I'm saying like the camera angle changes and suddenly everybody's a cartoon.
Oh, you know how you do it?
Because there's an element of Lower Decks in that particular scene. But as soon as the camera angle changes again and it's just Patrick Stewart in frame, it's not animated anymore.
I like the idea, but no, because now you're just making it feel like that DC's Legend of Tomorrow episode. I mean, that's what you're making it feel like.
Here's how you do it. You got Q. Q just flips them into animated. Because then you can use John Delancey as animated Q.
Yeah.
Well, is that one of your news stories? That
is going to be one of my. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay.
Yeah, I just took a big shit on the news segment. Sorry.
Well, it's the next news story, so let's go to that. So
it's a segue. It's a segue.
Yeah.
While you do the news that I already did, I'm pulling in the driveway and I'm going to run the perishables up to the front door.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good.
And apparently Chad thinks that's hilarious. But I'll be back.
Welcome to Dan's delivery service. That's what I think is funny. Like he should be doing this show where he's just driving around delivering stuff to people.
I mean, we could take a break here because it's the next news story. So we can pause.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Come back. Yeah. Let's do that.
The perishables look like McDonald's bags. Did you notice that?
No, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
No, I was looking at it. I was like, wait, that's not a perishable. That's a sack of McDonald's food.
They don't perish.
They don't perish. All you got to do is just heat them back up. The burger will last for 20 years.
Yeah.
There's a guy I know who owns a little shake place, but it's advanced nutrition. So it's supplementals, vitamins, things for guys. Yeah, good for weight loss, all kinds of, shake as a replacement for a meal, that kind of stuff. It's over in New Longview area.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I've done it too. A cool guy. Pete's Place is what I call it, even though it's not what it's called. Pete's his name. So, duh. But no, he's actually got a cheeseburger in there underneath like a cake glass case for cake. Like the round dome thing you'd use to He's got a cheeseburger that's been sitting in there ever since he opened his shop 5 years ago. It looks the exact same as the day he bought it and put it in there.
See, that stuff weirds me out, man.
That is weird. Yeah, he claims that every once in a while he opens it up to smell it to see if it still smells like McDonald's, and it does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Which is just
here he comes.
Here he is.
There
Hi.
we go.
So is that your Uber Eats delivery?
Yeah.
That looked like McDonald's. Was that McDonald's in a bag?
No, that was all right. So in New York last year, they made plastic shopping bags illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody started carrying like reusable bags in their car. Then when COVID hit, it was like, that's not very sanitary to keep using the same bags over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of places went to paper bags again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a while there was just no bags, and you
figure it out. Yeah.
You get done, and you just walk out to your car with a cart full of, loose items that you just put on the floor in your car. Yeah, it was a shit show. So,
sadness indeed, Chad. Sadness.
I wonder if that'll come up in the recording.
We'll find out.
If what'll come up.
I put a react to what you were saying as
a sad face, and now
as a sad face. This.
Okay. Jeez. So basically, everybody went back to brown paper bags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I usually do with the cold stuff is I double bag it, but I kind of roll the first bag up, put it inside the second bag, roll it up to kind of make a poor man's cooler.
Brown paper bag is my rapper name. Just by the way.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? Every once in a while, 2020 reminds you of something that you knew, but you just kind of forgot. Mm-hmm. Like brown paper bags melt in the rain.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardboard straws don't work after 20 minutes.
No, they don't.
Actually, I used one. Where was I? I was in a restaurant, and I don't know what they coated it with.
Yeah.
But it was good. It stayed. God, this sounds like an ED commercial. It stayed stiffer longer.
Well, look, there's some sort of wax on it or something.
Yeah, there is. There's some that are doing it with where there's a wax type of liner on the inside of it. But what's better is actually there's bamboo straws starting to kind of hit the market because bamboo itself it grows so damn fast. It's a sustainable product. I mean, you can build a whole house out of bamboo. You could make anything.
I actually have bamboo toothbrushes.
Do you?
So that the plastic doesn't
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Back to the news.
News story. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should leave all of that in, Daniel. I mean, that was
just
pretty
leave
good.
it
in. Yeah.
I'll just leave it. Yeah. Why not?
Leave it in. It'll give me something to watch.
Yeah. There you go. You'll be curious what I said. No, that won't be good. Maybe you should cut that.
The Lower Deck revealed its first look at a classic character's return. This is from Digital Spy. And if you watch the mid-season trailer, which was released recently, Q shows up.
Yep.
So they have said that John DeLance is going to be portraying Q. However, on the Star Trek Day panels, they did say that Q will only be a small part on that episode. It's not an episode revolving around Q. So when he shows up, it's very minute.
So that's probably because of the way the whole direction of the show is, where the show the whole episode will involve Q. You just won't see him very often because he's interacting with the bridge crew and not the lower deckers. That's probably why. That's my take on that. That's my assumption.
Could be they maybe had him for a day and like here say these 4 lines in the recording booth and we're done.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Damn, just too expensive. Can we just get like 3 cameos in a row for John Delancey and that'll be his recording?
They just emailed him the lines and he literally phoned it in.
Yeah.
And they lifted it from voicemails.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So who knows?
Funny.
I'm
looking forward to that episode though, whenever that comes up.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't said what episode it is.
How many episodes are they doing?
So
Sorry, say that again. I didn't mean to cut you off, Daniel.
He's wearing his old judge robes.
Right. Yeah. All I saw was the still. They didn't have any video, did they? It was just a still image.
He pops up in the trailer, like he does his blink in and
Right. Yeah. I guess I did see that. Yeah. Just forgetting now because that feels like 2 years ago. That's how bad the week was.
Oh yeah. Nuts. And
well, cool.
Our last news story comes from giantfreakingrobot.com.
Oh, is it the one I thought?
Website name. My new favorite website. Yeah. I put this already in the group. A new Star Trek fan film has been released.
Yeah.
It's called First Frontier. It's like an hour and a half long.
So did they get permission from CBS? How'd they do that? That's my number one question. When I saw that article, I'm sitting here going, how is that possible?
I know. Because
they probably just said, we don't care.
That's
We're gonna do
probably
it.
my thought.
If they don't make any money off of it.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
If they don't make any money off of it, really, I mean, what
can CBS do?
Yeah. You know, in order to sue someone, you have to have damages.
Right. And if there's no damages,
Isn't there damage though by affecting your IP in terms of people looking at it or watching it, and maybe they do know it's not made by CBS, but at the same time now that's in their headcanon, as it will.
Yeah, but you have to be able to put a monetary figure on it.
Yeah.
And how do you calculate that?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that DC would want to sue the boys for ruining Superman and all of the Justice League?
That's a little different, you know. That's a little different, but I get what you're saying.
I think what this is kind of a return to the way it was before. What was the one that ruined it for everybody?
Axanar.
Okay. This is the way it was before Axanar. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Just don't sell it.
Right.
And we'll be fine. You know, for years, George Lucas, promoted this stuff. He wanted people making fan films. Don't sell it.
They had a contest.
We'll have a contest, and we'll tell you which one's the best, but don't sell it.
Yep.
And Axanar went, and we got T-shirts, we got coffee mugs, we got branded coffee, and they ruined it for everybody. So they came in, and boom, these are the rules. You can literally do nothing except a 12-minute short.
Right.
And I think now people are coming to their senses, and they're not really abiding by that, but they're not making any money on it. So it's okay.
Right.
So because we started a little late, I watched a little bit of the film, kind of like shuttling around through it. Honestly, it looks impressive for what it is. You know, the special effects are decent for what it is. The makeup, the costumes, looks like fun. You know, the acting's a little bit hokey, but they're not really professionals, so whatever. Yeah. It also it's set in TOS, so the hokey acting kind of fits. Yeah. The ship captain, that Captain April, I guess, was listed in Discovery, and that's where they got the name. When they say
no, that's been around before that.
That's been around a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first captain of the Enterprise with that style and look, and I guess the first time they launched what is it, Constellation class, or is it?
Constitution class.
Yeah, Constitution class. Sorry.
Yeah.
Constipation class.
Constipation class. Yeah.
Nobody gets
the first time they launched one in that style, because obviously the first captain of the Enterprise is Archer.
Right.
Not to be confused with the spy who's sarcastic and shags women and shoots people. Although that's pretty close to Kirk.
Yeah, that is close to Kirk. Yeah.
They did a crossover. They did a crossover in Archer with a little bit of Trek cartooning.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did.
That Archer show is hilarious.
It is pretty good.
I've never watched it.
Oh, you got to watch that. Don't watch it with your kid.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of with my kid, the 2012 Nickelodeon version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles often shows Michelangelo watching. I can't remember what the name of the show is, but it's totally supposed to be Star Trek.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And there's a character that looks just like Wesley Crusher, and he's always whining.
No. That's pretty good.
And there's they hail this ship, and it looks just like ours. And when the view screen comes up, everyone has a goatee. It's the mirror universe. It's great.
Nice.
I love seeing stuff like that.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Well, that's all the news stories.
That's all the news? Okay,
Yeah.
so then we'll move right on into feedback.
Hailing frequencies. Open.
Yeah, there we go.
There we are. Okay, so for feedback, we do have a recent donation to the coffee account. Comes in from Tim Morris. He says, "Thank you for this great podcast. Have a coffee on me. Cheers, lads." From at Trekkie Geek, and it's TrekkyGeek. Trekkie Geek on Twitter. And I talk with Tim on Twitter every once in a while, as well as a few of the other guys over there. I'm actually a little bit more active on Twitter now than I have been in a while, because I think I've given up on just even paying attention to TikTok. So now I no longer have these other things distracting me.
That's right.
Except for a game I'm playing right now, which I was talking to Daniel about. That's way too addictive to me. But anyway.
Nice.
That's all I got on the feedback side.
Yeah.
So he said great podcast,
Yeah, great podcast.
and he's talking about Trekcast.
He said, "Well, I'll read it to you again. Thank you for this great podcast." Yes, that's
All
what he
right,
said. So,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So apparently he's got good taste,
Yeah.
and he's also
Warning, nerd alert.
Trekkie Geek, right?
Alert.
He is one of those.
Yep, that's okay.
As are we all.
Tim,
Indeed.
come across the pond, and we'll go have a pint, as they say.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully at SDLV, maybe not. Who knows? Will it happen? Will
knows?
it not happen?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows right now?
I don't know anymore.
Will the vaccine turn us all into, Will Smith's "I Am Legend"? I don't know.
Ah.
That
I
was
hope
supposed
so.
to be a cure for cancer in that show, and we all turned into faster breathing, taller albinos. So I don't know.
If anyone can save the world, it's Will Smith. He's done it.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
He's done it before.
From Aliens, from
He punched an alien right in the face and lit a cigar. I mean, how much
said,
more
"Welcome
badass
to
can you be?
Earth."
Earth. That's right. He
Yeah.
saved Earth.
He saved
How many
Earth.
times?
He even took his son to Earth at one point and showed his son how to save Earth from a ship while his
Earth.
leg was half cut off. Earth.
Mhm.
Hey, look who it is! Oh my gosh, I just hit the thing. Come on. Yeah, it's my lovely daughter who turned 18. Come on in. Come on and say hi. You have to now.
Oh,
You
yes,
poked
the
your head in.
embarrassment.
No, this is gonna be on YouTube. Yeah, you poked your head in. Everybody's gonna. Come on.
It's her
No
fault.
one can see you. Get in here.
Hey guys.
Say hi.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
They said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Anyway.
Did you get coffee?
Uh,
Did you see your car?
yeah. What is up with that?
It's going to stay on there. You have to drive with that everywhere you go. It says, "I just turned 18. Honk for me." No, it doesn't say that. I wish it would have.
Jeez.
I know. I love you.
Are you going inside soon?
I'll be inside soon. We started late.
Okay. You guys have 10 more minutes, and then you got to wrap
She
it up,
just said
okay?
10 minutes and got to wrap
I
it up.
heard
That's
that.
not going to
Wow.
happen. Yeah. I love you, honey. I'll be in just a moment. It's also her grandma's birthday is today as well, and I don't know how old she turns, but they share the same birthday. So
You gonna get a sticker for her?
I think we got. I think
turned
we got a
82,
pack of
honk for
1,000
me.
candles and a big one of those. One of those big giant round black cat things that when you light it, it goes for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Oh, nice.
So that's her birthday candles to go on the cake. I've always wanted to do that, by the way. Put a blackjack as a candle instead on a birthday cake and just see what the hell happens.
Yeah. You'll be cleaning cake off of the walls.
Everywhere.
Well, no, you do it on the back deck and you just hose it down.
Okay.
Anyway. All right.
Well, should we get into our tournament that we were going to announce?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got some other news you got to tell us, and that's not the tournament related. You got some other stuff. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I got some good news this week. So I haven't really talked too much about it on the show, I don't think, but, you guys know I've been dealing with some medical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to the cardiologist this week for my update.
Yeah.
And, 3 years ago, they told me that, 5 years from then, so 2 years from now, I would need a heart transplant. That's how crazy everything has been.
Right.
They told me this week that because I have improved so much that now it's maybe 10 to 20 years away. And if I keep improving, it can be even further down the road.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome
So-
news.
Yeah.
That's
so
a miracle right there, buddy. Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
See the power of Trekcast.
That's right. That's right.
3 years ago, we started Trekcast, and look, now
Exactly.
you got it. That's
Exactly.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, it not to make light of it, but Daniel and I talked about reviving the show, and then he had some health issues.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, he took a turn for the better, and we explored it again, and we found some other bum who was interested.
That's
right.
And, now he edits the show half the time, so it worked out.
Nice.
It always
that's
that
great
when I do
news.
edit the show, I
Yeah,
screw something
I'm really
up. But yeah, no, that is great news, Daniel. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so happy for you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
me
so
too.
cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the tournament. We are officially calling it Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast presents the Tuvix Memorial Sci-Fi Tournament. Movie Sci-Fi Tournament, blah, blah, blah. So basically what we're going to do is a giant tournament to figure out the best non-Trek sci-fi movie.
The tournament's name, by the way, is so long that if you took every first letter out of every word, it would actually make a complete sentence.
Probably. Yeah.
We have to get shirts that say that, but it does it in like a crawl, like the Star Wars crawl.
Yes. That would be great. So I don't know how many movies we're gonna end up with. I don't know, 64 maybe, just like the NCAA. But what I want to do is what we're calling playoff games.
Yep.
So the idea being that I don't want to do like every Star Wars movie and every Alien movie and every Terminator. Like that's too much, and it's too much of the same thing. So each franchise only gets to have one movie in the tournament. So we'll have playoff games. So in our Facebook group, people can vote on which movie of that franchise gets to be part of the tournament. So
it'd be the best Predator versus the best Alien.
Correct. Yeah. Or the best Star Wars versus the best Ghostbusters.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. And I wish that recent Ghostbusters had come out this summer, because that would be
that could be in it.
That would probably be a tough one, because that one looks so good. But anyway.
It does look good, but is it going to be better than the original? Or
well, how is it better than the original? But I mean, who
or
knows?
The one from 2013, 14, whatever it was.
Well,
there was a movie in 2013 or 14 with Ghostbusters. What?
I don't know. When was the girl one?
There was a girl Ghostbusters movie? What?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. I thought they were
RoboCops.
Forget about that. Yeah.
We'll have to vote on all the RoboCops, including the remake.
Oh yeah. That'll just make you want to go watch them all.
All 7.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. I know.
I know. Dan's excited.
Some are really bad.
No, some of them are really bad. Well, there's 8 if you count the remake.
The reboot, yeah.
But
Imagine when we had to
4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah,
right.
Not worth
well,
watching.
Well, actually, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, 3. The last one
and
with Weller was pretty bad.
2 is a solid.
Yeah.
Weller actually 3. Weller wasn't in 3.
No,
it was played by somebody else, and I think they used like a life cast to make it look like him in the scenes where his helmet was off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it might be down to, I think, the original and the remake, and then which one of those two do you decide?
Yeah, the original's gonna win. But you know what? Sometimes the sequel is better. I mean, Terminator 2 is a better movie than the first
original
one.
Yeah.
I think, it was such a simple thing for them to say, let's take this total badass killing machine and make him the good guy this time.
Yep.
Yeah, simple.
And everybody loved the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then they got to root for him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then they made you cry at the end.
When he dies.
Yeah. When he dies.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for 1991.
But yeah, so that'll be the tournament, and then we're talking about a prize for so once we have all the playoff games and we have the brackets out, we'll do just like we did with the Snack Madness. and people can fill out brackets, and we'll just do votes, and whoever wins gets a prize.
Yep.
Yeah, we're talking Amazon gift card is what we're looking at right now. Haven't decided just yet, but that's what we're looking at. So we'll start
to
the
make
playoff
the Men of Trekcast calendar, actual like physical calendar.
Maybe eventually. Yeah.
Daniel's like, whoa, pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes, boo. Pump the brakes.
I'm still losing weight. I want to wait till I lose a little bit more weight.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, after your news, there needs to be some picture of you like doing this over your heart.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down 85 pounds in 4 months.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. It's really hard to tell via camera because that always adds a little weight. But damn, dude, that's good.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah.
I wish I could lose 85 pounds.
Oh, dude, it hasn't been easy.
I don't think I could lose 85. If I lost 85 pounds, I would look like a stick.
You would be in the hospital.
Look sick. Yeah, I'd probably look sick. I mean, I do weigh 265, so I could lose 65 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You can do what I'm doing. It's not so bad.
Yeah, just drinking water all day?
Yeah, I just only eat once a day.
Yeah. I see every time I skip breakfast and I maybe skip lunch because I'm so busy with stuff, I have a headache by 2 o'clock that doesn't go away until the next morning. So I got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
So I got one right now.
Used to this, so.
All right. According to Chad's daughter, we have about 90 seconds left.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's get to our topic.
Yeah. All right, so we got the brackets coming up. That'll be awesome. We're going to have actual votes on it to try to get everything nailed down. We know what's going on there. There is going to be an actual prize winner for whoever wins this thing at the end of it. That'll have some real-world value. We'll figure that out, what that is. Amazon gift card maybe something else. If somebody gives us a better idea, great. Post it over onto Facebook. Send us an email. You know how to send us an email. That's fine.
To be part of this, so,
Yep. Get onto the Facebook group. And if you don't have Facebook, get Facebook just for the group. So
yeah.
You will not regret
it. You'll find the group. We're right there.
Yep, easy enough.
Warm, fuzzy environment.
It is actually. I mean, it's not. Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's a normal Star Trek group. There's not a lot of. There's a little bit of BS every once in a while, but hey, we're all human, right? So.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. All right. What else we got in the feedback, Daniel?
That's it. Let's get to the topic.
All right. Let's go right into the topic.
Talking about Star Trek in this week's topic. Talking about the Star Trek in this week's topic.
And of course, we're talking Lower Decks. What was the name of this latest one? I forget now. I just watched it. So
Badgie? I don't know.
Yeah, Badgie. Good enough. We'll just call it Badgie. Murder Badge.
Murder Badge.
That was hysterical, by the way. I mean, that's just so
clearly
good.
It was clippy.
Yeah.
Clearly it was clippy.
It was clippy, yeah. The old paper clip from Microsoft Office. Yeah. So turned into a murderous badge.
And I'm pretty sure he was voiced by the guy from 30 Rock who played the page.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was him. I wouldn't know his name even if it was. I wouldn't know his name if it scrolled across the screen right now, but that's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson. That was so fun. That was so fun. And of course, typical Lower Deck style. Some of this stuff doesn't make any sense, and I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
I do like the little reference, though, that they get. What's that guy's name? Ensign, the guy who's just a total freaking idiot. Fletcher. They get Ensign Fletcher transferred over to Riker's ship.
Yeah. And then he gets booted.
And then he gets fired. Yeah.
Mm.
Not sure I've ever heard of anybody getting fired from Starfleet. They just get thrown in the brig. But he said he got fired.
I mean, if Barclay never got fired.
Yeah. Fletcher, I mean, he's just a bumbling idiot. How did he ever get through Starfleet? I thought I could throw the trash in the warp core. What?
I love that they it's only 6 episodes in, and they finally did the holodeck is broken episode.
Yeah. It took them 6 episodes. Yeah. That in itself is a trope, but there is obviously something there between Rutherford and Tendi, and they're going to make that something. They're clearly going to make that something.
Yeah.
So, which is nice.
It is nice.
You kind of
They,
expect it.
they seem good together.
Yeah, I love when two cartoons that deserve each other get together.
That's right.
Just warms my animated heart.
There you go. There you go. I did like that the holodeck kind of worked in that they could like change the environment.
Yeah.
So that was kind of neat, you know.
Yeah, but of course, you know, they chose one that would also freeze the shit out of them. So that's like what's
yeah. I mean, what do you do? No.
Oh well.
Yeah. It was a fun episode, though.
It was, as usual. Yeah. I mean, they just keep plugging along here. I mean, it's kind of it is kind of comical though how stupid the captain is. What's her name again? Because I don't really care what the name of the captain is. But,
Freeman, isn't it?
What is it?
Isn't it Freeman?
No. Yeah, maybe it is Captain Freeman. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Not the same as Mariner, obviously.
Right.
Some odd reason, but anyway. So. No, I mean, she's just, as always, she's just kind of a bumbling idiot. You know, no, we're going to sit here and talk to him until we can, you know, just talk to him. We'll come to an agreement because we're Starfleet, damn it. You know, I'm going to be violent about being diplomatic.
Well, would a track say something like, let me shoot them. I've been really good this week.
Let me just blow up their warp core. Really?
You know what's great? His outer dialogue is basically Worf's inner dialogue.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For 7 seasons.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
When he's like, come on! And he like just throws himself on the panel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Then he kisses the cat.
Yeah.
Who apparently likes nachos.
Who doesn't like nachos, though? Come on.
Yeah.
Everybody likes nachos.
Everybody likes nachos. Isn't that what won our Snack Madness? What
yeah.
Nachos. Yeah.
Nachos.
So,
the tribe is spoken.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the tractor beam tug of war.
Yeah.
Which, you know, this is the 25th century. This is the 25th century. We have all of this technology, these giant ships with all of this weaponry and diplomats, and it evolves to mine.
Right.
Well,
mine.
Right.
So you know how like that what was that core that was like harnessing technology and becoming bigger and bigger and scarier.
That was the core for the shield.
Yeah, whatever
thing.
But then they threw it out into the wreckage. I really thought it was going to get bigger out there because they even said, "Oh, there's secret technology in that ship." You know, that's why those guys wanted it.
Even though it's 100 years old, somehow it's advanced technology. What? But it's Starfleet.
There's a spore drive in there.
Yeah.
Maybe
they need to do that. They need to come across something that says spore drive on it, and everybody freak out as if they're not, like they know they're not supposed to know it. Like they know what it is, but they're not supposed to know what it is, and everybody freaks out.
Well, I'm wondering if this will come back like towards the end, and that thing is bigger out in space.
Yeah, they don't wrap that up, do they? They don't wrap that up at all.
Yeah.
Well, also Badgie is still.
Oh wait, is this the intelligence from the Romulans that they were all afraid of, and that's how it got made?
It's Badgie.
Badgie is the Moriarty.
Badgie's the Borg.
Oh my lord.
So then they get Badgie a mobile emitter.
Right. And he
goes and affects the Borg. Universe. Yeah. He goes and affects the Borg, and that's where the Romulans come in.
Mm-hmm. I would like a Badgie and the Borg, and they're like a sassy Borg now.
Yeah.
Badgie. It sounds like a 70s sitcom. Badgie and the Borg.
Yeah. Or some really bad Euro trash band.
Yeah. That's funny.
That would be pretty good, though. I mean, I don't know. Do you still kind of? I don't know. I don't think it really matters at this point. If you really want to sit there and say this is canon, this is not canon, it doesn't matter.
Nah,
it has no bearing on anything else outside.
No,
of
it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just fun.
It is. It's just pure fun. So, if those outside of the U.S. that can't watch it, I feel bad for you.
I look at it as one-way canon. This show fits into the canon of the other shows. The other shows do not have to fit into the canon
very
established by
good.
this show.
That's very
That's
good.
how I do it. That's how I do it in my head.
Yep.
Yeah,
that makes sense, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Because the day that Picard says, "Well, you know, the Badgie incident of 2358," I'm gonna lose my shit.
That would be funny though. Like little subtle references, you know, kind of like Miles is the most important character in Starfleet history.
No,
like
he's
somebody
on his-
needs to throw
he's
that
on his,
out
like,
in Picard,
3D
you know.
hologram computer, and all of a sudden the little badgie pops up. Looks like you're looking for a file. Can I help you with that?
Well, you could do that with what's her name, Raffi, and her just, you know, smoke another hit of that vape pen and get pissed and wipe it away on those holographic displays on the whatever the name of that ship is. I forget now.
Rios has got Badgie in the corner talking to one of his other Rioses. Oh man. It was a lot of fun.
It was. Yeah. So at the end of the day, everything's okay as it always is on the Cerritos. So
yeah.
And then of course next week he turns into a hologram or phases or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Ghost.
that's the old transporter accident trope coming in next.
Yep.
Let's see. They've done holodeck. They're doing transporter.
So.
They're going to have Q at some point. What's another one of the mainstays that they haven't done? Well, they've got to have a pure holodeck episode where, you know, well, they make reference to, isn't it Mariner? Who is it that makes reference to right at the beginning of this show when they're talking about, oh no, it's Rutherford. He goes, yeah, the holodeck's used more than just, you know, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
and Sherlock Holmes, and you know, he lists off all the stuff from.
So they'll have to do Mirror Universe.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if in the Mirror Universe the Lower Decks crew is the bridge crew, and the bridge crew
like Mariners by the book.
No. I mean, like Mariner's the captain of the ship, and
but that's what I mean. Like she would be by the book, like very.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very disciplined, like complete opposites.
Very disciplined with killing people.
Right.
Oh no, it's set to stun now.
Yeah. Yeah, Mirror Universe. I think something with the Romulans.
Well, that's coming. You can tell because obviously it's in the
open.
Open, yeah. So, and the Borg as well, not just the Borg that we got in the fighting.
Yeah, because that was simulation, right? It wasn't a real Borg.
Simulation. Yeah. I hope it's a simulation. Please don't tell me they have real drones on board that they fight every once in a while for training.
Right. That would be terrible.
That would kind of fit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How stupid they can be.
Although I could see Shrax having one, just like to test himself.
Yeah. Shrax.
Yeah.
Might as well paint them green, call them Shrek.
Who's Shrax?
Huh?
Isn't that the command? Isn't that the?
That's a tactical guy. The
tactical guy.
Oh, the Angry Bajoran.
Yeah. Angry Bajoran. Yeah.
God,
it's
they
funny
need
how heavily they're featuring Bajor and Bajoran. Like this is the second or third time when Rutherford's trying to hide and they're changing the program over. Some marketplace in Bajor. Well, Bajor. Why is Bajor such a huge thing they're highlighting?
Because it's at the gateway to the Celestial Temple.
They need to show his quarters, and he has a Cisco candle.
Oh yes. It's got a picture of Cisco, and underneath it says the Prophet.
Yeah.
Or the Prophet.
Yeah.
You know who I'd like to see?
Who's that?
Well, you know, Jake Sisko is probably still running around the universe, writing books and writing news stories and whatnot. You know, he could show up very organically as a a reporter on a story or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or even just a name drop. He doesn't even have to be like seen. He could just be name dropped. The Cerritos is following up on a lead of a reporter gone missing, and everybody's like, "What's his name? Who is he?" And the captain's like, "I don't know, some low rank reporter or whatever." And then Mariner's like, "No, that's Jake Sisko. That's the Prophet's son." You know, and then she fills everybody in, and that'd be kind of cool. So
and Shrax is just like kissing his feet basically the entire time.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this big giant
we have to protect
angry
him.
Bajoran. Yeah, that'd be funny.
That would be really funny, actually.
That's a great thing about the show. You could sit and speculate on so many different things they could do, and then they'll wind up doing them.
And then it brings up ideas like now I don't want to see that on this show because it's not funny. I'm just thinking about Jake Sisko for the rest of his life. When he encounters a Bajoran, they all treat him a certain way because his father is the emissary who gave his life to protect Bajor.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's a piece of Jake Sisko that doesn't give a shit, just wants his dad back.
Yeah.
So that's actually that's like a serious thing they could explore on Picard or, one of the new 9 shows that are sure to pop up in the 25th century.
So funny you mentioned that. Remember those quarantine DS9 episodes that I was talking about a few episodes back that Bashir and those guys were doing? They were just recording from home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Dig recording from home.
Yeah. So there's one with Jake Sisko in it, and they kind of explore that in that.
Really?
They talk about how he has been granted Bajoran citizenship for life because of his dad. So he can either live in the Federation or he can live in Bajor. Didn't matter, and he was completely set up there if he wanted to be, but he kind of rejected it because it reminded him too much of his dad, and he wanted to go make his own life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Bajor eventually become? I mean, they'd have to become part of it at some point. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, his dad bought all that property right before he died. So Jake owns a cabin on 40 acres in, Rakentha province or whatever it was.
Right. Hecaterts or whatever they call their measurement.
Now is she still there? Is what's her name still there?
Oh, that's right. He was married. He was married.
Freighter captain? Mind. Yeah.
In the quarantine episodes, they talk about her. They say that he had a brother. I forget what they named the brother, but because she was pregnant, remember? When Sisko left.
Oh
yeah.
God. Yeah, it just makes it so sad thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
That's an unresolved thing that needs to get resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
No season 8, no way to resolve it. I mean, What We Left Behind did a good job of talking about it, but not really resolving it, because it was supposed to be a setup anyway. So that really does need to get resolved somehow, and hopefully it's more than just a throwaway line, because Sisko deserves better than that.
I mean, bring him back for Picard.
Bring him back for Picard, or I still
would Avery Brooks come back?
That's the other thing. Would he?
I don't know.
I mean, he's kind of batshit crazy. So, what's he gonna do?
Actors are actors, and you have to appeal to their desire. If you give him something unique to do that he's never been able to do as an actor, he'll come back for that.
Yeah.
Right.
People. I was talking to somebody recently, and they had all this hate for Harrison Ford, and I said, what is wrong with you? Harrison Ford is an American treasure. And they said, he killed my hero. Talking about, Han Solo, him coming back to play Han Solo, only to die. And I said, as an actor, playing the death scene of a beloved character is
it's a top.
It's a big deal. That's that's what they do this for. That's And he was like, I don't care about his ego.
Empire.
Well, it's nothing to do about his ego. It's nothing to do about Harrison Ford's ego. It's people people forget this, and I don't see how they whatever. But these people are people. Okay, Harrison Ford is a person. He is not Han Solo.
Right.
He's not any of the characters. He's not Indiana Jones. Okay, he's Harrison Ford. He is his own person. Granted, from time to time, actors lose their way and forget who the hell they are, right? Because they play too many different characters. But at the end of the day, he is his own person. He has his own life. There are things that these actors want to do, and then they want to move on and do something else. And in some cases, they're stuck with a character that follows them for their entire freaking life, and it annoys them because now they're pigeonholed into doing this one thing when they are, people and actually want to do different things throughout their life. Everybody changes over time. Everybody changes over time. No matter how hard
all
you
that
try,
said, though,
you're a
all
different
that said-
person now than you were 20 years ago. So
yeah. All that said, George Clooney only plays himself. So
well, same thing with Vince Vaughn.
yeah.
You know, and same
Yeah.
thing with Paul Rudd, pretty much. Well,
Right.
well,
And
see,
Pauly
that's just
Shore.
it, though. They just play themselves, and that's why it's not really acting to them. They're just showing up, getting a paycheck for being who they are.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and
Which
that's
is
a different
great work
thing.
if you can get it.
Yeah, and that's a different thing entirely.
Yeah.
So they're not really acting; they're just being themselves, which
Mhm.
you can say that that's good, bad, different, whatever. But if you can get away with just being yourself on film and people pay you to do that,
Vin Diesel.
why the hell wouldn't you?
Vin Diesel's only
that's
Vin
not.
Diesel.
That's a character. Vin Diesel in real life is wearing a tutu and wants to do ballet on Broadway.
That's true.
I
And he
mean,
loves his Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah. So I mean, he's a totally
No idea what you guys are talking about.
the real Vin Diesel versus the one you see on television or in movies is
Yeah,
like
it's a persona.
so night and day. It's like that is schizophrenic almost.
Yeah, it's persona.
It is. It is persona.
So are we done talking about Lower Decks then?
I think we are done talking about Lower Decks. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we can sit there and talk about it for a long time. Other times there's not much to talk about. I mean, it's a great episode. There's lots of little things that fill into it, but you know, it's a 26-minute show.
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie tournament. I think it'll.
Yes, I am looking forward to that.
And it'll be a lot of fun in the group. So once again, join the group and be part of it.
I think the best thing about it is
tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Daniel.
I was gonna say I'll start the voting tomorrow with the first playing game, and we'll go from there.
I think the funnest thing about it is going to watch everybody in a Star Trek group on Facebook argue about which Star Wars movie is the best.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm throwing in the Ewok movies too on that list.
Oh no.
What about the holiday special?
Yeah, throw it in there.
I mean,
it's
is
not
it
a movie? But
It's
not a movie.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That'd be funny though, just to
Yeah,
see
it
it
would
not get voted on.
There was a Clone Wars movie. It was a theatrical release. So if you're doing movies,
yeah,
I'll look at the movies.
But is that? Yeah, but still, I mean, would you list that though? Because it's not even near like the best of that series, right? Or that
you don't know that.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Oh,
Stop making
The
assumptions,
people have
man.
to decide. I mean, here's the question: if we do Alien and Predator, then where do I put Alien versus Predator? Where do we vote on that one?
Hey, you put it in both.
Yeah, probably.
You just put it in both because it'll get voted out of both of them.
Yeah.
So, what are you talking about? Those are the best ones.
It'll lose twice.
It'll lose twice. Look at
Nice.
you making assumptions now, Dan. Come on.
The other thing is, like, I just want to do sci-fi movies, so I don't want to do like predominantly sci-fi, not like I don't know. Well, like you can argue Frankenstein is a sci-fi movie because it's a mad scientist doing stuff, but it's considered a horror film.
But there's no spaceships and pew pew, so it's
right.
It's excluded.
I mean, you can argue that Man of Steel is a science fiction film,
right?
Because it's about an alien who comes to Earth and there's
Plays
alien
God.
technology and whatnot. But I think that's a different genre. That's a superhero genre. So is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, I see what you're saying there. But even then, you could argue then, what about Guardians of the Galaxy? That's a superhero film, but it's really more sci-fi. Because they're out in space, and you know what I mean. Like,
should we exclude the Marvel films?
I don't know, because like, you can also argue Green Lantern is a sci-fi film.
Oh yeah.
See what I mean? Like the more you go into it, the harder it gets.
I think we should exclude the Marvel films and or comic book films.
That might be a good rule, just the
comic book films. Yeah, make a clean cut right there, because you could go so deep into the weeds with so many. I mean, you got to limit it to 64 for the entry, right?
We could always do a superhero film tournament later.
Yes.
So
maybe we do that during March Madness next year.
Yeah. All right, then let's do that clean cut. The council has spoken.
There you go.
This will be the rule.
And if it all goes wrong,
there you go. Again, always blaming me for everything.
Yeah. So very cool.
All right, awesome. Everybody knows how to get a hold of us. trekcasttng@gmail.com. chadiswrong@gmail.com. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on the Facebook group, All Trekcast. And of course, we're on YouTube. If you haven't watched us over on YouTube, go subscribe. Hit that like button. However people do that. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to hit the like.
Smash that like button.
That's right.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Well, nowadays, though, it's like super complicated. It's like hit the subscribe button and then mash that little bell so you get reminded of when our next episode comes up. And make sure you like it and put a comment down.
There's so much you have to do for that algorithm.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Oh well.
All right.
Well, so nothing else came out of the panels that you think we need to discuss, or do we want to save that? Because obviously we're already, whatever. But
yeah,
I mean,
nothing major. I mean, it was.
they were fun, right? I watched a few of them after the
but...
fact, and they were fun. But it's kind of there wasn't anything major other than the trailer, obviously, for season 3 dropping for Discovery. Which I will say this before we go. This new trailer, anyway. I will say this about that. Michael Burnham shows more character in that trailer than she did in the first full 2 seasons. Yeah. So I actually have a little bit of hope that they've tweaked her character to where she's actually enjoyable to watch.
Well, I just have to point out that I didn't watch it. So I should probably go do that.
You should actually. It's the trailer is actually kind of like you see a lot of Saru, and then you see another Kelpian who doesn't look like Saru.
Yeah,
like they've changed as the Kelpians evolved, and got past the ball or whatever they were called. This is a ball, wasn't it?
There's the burn.
People. Yeah, they changed, they evolved, and they look a little different. So there's that's going to be cool to explore that because I love Saru.
Right.
But
yeah, I like him too.
Yeah. So
cool.
Should be good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Yep. Great show, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
All right. We'll see you.
Well, there you have it. Another episode in the can. Check us out at trekcast.com. Also, if you would, please subscribe to us via iTunes. Leave those reviews. Subscribe to us. We'll get some numbers, get up the list, get more listeners, do more shows, have more fun. But for now, we're all done. So live long and prosper, and we'll see you next week.